Chosen one, God is preparing you in silence for something that will change everything. My beloved child, if you are here right now, it is not by accident. Something unseen has been guiding your steps to this very moment. You may feel like life has gone quiet, like doors stopped opening, like the world forgot your name. But silence is never empty. Silence is where the deepest preparation happens. Right now, while nothing seems to be moving on the outside, something powerful is being shaped within you. The waiting you dislike, the pauses you question, they are not delays. They are alignment. Stay till the end, because what you are about to understand will completely change how you see this season of your life. You were never meant to bloom in noise. You were meant to grow in stillness, away from eyes that would misunderstand your becoming. Don't skip. This message is unfolding layer by layer, and every layer matters more than the last. What feels like isolation is actually protection. What feels like being hidden is actually elevation preparing itself quietly. Here is the truth most people never realize, and it may surprise you: when something extraordinary is being prepared, it is often removed from the spotlight. Think about it: the strongest foundations are built underground, unseen, uncelebrated, but essential. Right now, you are being refined in ways words cannot explain. Lessons are being placed into your heart that only you can carry. Strength is forming where weakness once lived. Wisdom is replacing urgency. You are learning to stand without applause, to trust without proof, to move without validation. This is not a punishment. This is training for a level of life that demands depth. Something huge is waiting for you, but it requires a version of you that can hold it without breaking. That is why this season feels intense yet quiet. Everything unnecessary is being stripped away so only what truly matters remains. The waiting is shaping your character. The silence is sharpening your discernment. And when the moment comes, you will move with certainty, not confusion. Listen carefully now, because this is where many miss the meaning of the silence. You are not being ignored, you are being entrusted. Not everyone is chosen to walk this path, because not everyone can endure preparation without immediate reward. You can. That is why you are still standing, still searching, still listening. This phase is teaching you patience, clarity, and resilience all at once. Soon, what has been forming quietly will reveal itself openly, and people will wonder how it happened so suddenly. They won't see the nights you grew stronger without recognition. They won't understand the calm you carry after so much uncertainty. But you will know. And that knowing will be your power. Stay till the end of this journey, because when the silence breaks, it will not whisper, it will speak with purpose. There is a reason your life doesn't look like everyone else's right now, and it's deeper than you think. What you are experiencing is not randomness, and it's not bad luck. It's a pattern that only becomes visible when you stop panicking and start paying attention. Every time you were pushed back, something inside you was pulled forward. Every time things slowed down, your awareness sharpened. This is why you must not rush past this moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because what you are about to realize next is the kind of truth people only understand years later. While others were busy chasing noise, you were being taught how to hear what actually matters. While others were being distracted, you were being directed. Silence has been doing work in you that noise never could. Something huge is waiting for you, but it can only meet you when you are fully ready to recognize it. Most people think preparation looks exciting, but real preparation often feels uncomfortable and lonely. That's why many give up right before things begin to change. But you didn't. Even on days when motivation disappeared, you kept going. Even when clarity was missing, you stayed. That endurance is not accidental. It's proof that you are being shaped for responsibility, not just reward. You are learning restraint, discernment, and timing. These are not common skills, and they cannot be taught quickly. They are learned in quiet seasons like this one. If this message is resonating, take a moment to share it with someone who feels stuck or unseen, because they might be in this same phase without realizing it. And if this kind of wisdom speaks to you, staying connected here will help you stay aligned with what's coming next. The silence you're in right now is filtering your life. It's removing what cannot go forward with you. That's why some connections faded. That's why some plans fell apart. Nothing was lost without reason. Space is being made. Now here's the part almost no one talks about, and this is important. When the silence ends, it won't announce itself with chaos. It will arrive with clarity. You'll suddenly see opportunities differently. Decisions that once felt heavy will feel obvious. Your confidence won't be loud, but it will be steady. That's how you'll know the preparation worked. Stay till the end of this journey, because when movement begins, it will move fast, and you won't have time to doubt yourself. You're being taught how to stand firmly before being asked to step forward. Remember this moment. Remember how it felt to trust without evidence. Because soon, the results will speak for themselves, and you'll understand why everything had to happen this way. Pay close attention now, because this is where everything starts to connect. There are moments in life when nothing external changes, yet something internal quietly locks into place. That's the moment you're approaching. The reason your progress has felt invisible is because what's forming cannot be measured by speed or approval. It's depth. You are learning how to move without needing reassurance, how to stay grounded without external stability. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you at the end of this understanding. This season is building an inner structure that will not collapse under pressure. When the world finally sees your next step, they will think it happened overnight. But you will know it was built in moments like this, when no one was watching and you chose to stay present instead of giving up. Here's a truth that shifts everything: the silence you're in is separating you from distractions, not opportunities. What left your life had already served its purpose. What stayed is what will carry you forward. That's why you feel different now. You think differently. You question more deeply. You no longer chase every open door. This is maturity forming. This is awareness sharpening. If this message is keeping you here, that's not coincidence. Stay till the end, because clarity is closer than it feels. Soon, situations that once confused you will make sense. You'll recognize why certain paths never opened and why others closed abruptly. The silence was guiding you away from what would have limited you and toward what will expand you. And when movement begins, it won't feel chaotic. It will feel intentional. You won't rush, because you'll finally trust yourself. That's the real preparation. Not speed, not visibility, not approval. But certainty. Certainty in who you are becoming and what you are meant to carry. This is why you were asked to wait. This is why you were asked to endure without explanation. Something huge is waiting for you on the other side of this season, and when it arrives, it will fit you perfectly. Not because you were lucky, but because you were prepared. There will come a moment when you suddenly realize you are no longer desperate for signs. That's when you'll know something has shifted. The silence has done its work. You no longer chase reassurance, because calm has replaced urgency. What once felt like pressure now feels like purpose forming quietly. Don't skip this understanding. Stay till the end, because this realization is rare. You are learning how to stand steady even when outcomes are not guaranteed. That strength didn't come from comfort. It came from waiting without quitting, from trusting without proof, from staying when walking away would have been easier. Something huge is waiting for you, and it requires this level of inner stability. This phase wasn't meant to excite you, it was meant to prepare you to handle what excitement alone could never sustain. What's happening now is subtle but powerful. Your focus is changing. You're no longer impressed by noise or quick wins. You're drawn to meaning, depth, and direction. That's not accidental. This is how alignment feels before movement begins. If this message is keeping you here, let it remind you that you are not behind, you are being positioned. And if these words resonate, take a moment to share this message with someone who might be questioning their quiet season. Staying connected to messages like this helps you stay centered when the world feels uncertain. This journey isn't meant to be rushed or misunderstood. Supporting what speaks truth into your life is part of honoring the process you're in. Soon, the silence will give way to clarity. Not chaos, clarity. You'll recognize the right steps without forcing them. Opportunities will appear, but you won't feel overwhelmed. You'll feel ready. That's the difference preparation makes. Stay till the end of this season, because when action replaces waiting, it will happen with precision. You'll move with confidence, not fear. And when others ask how you stayed calm for so long, you'll understand the answer without needing to explain it. The silence didn't delay you. It defined you. At some point, you'll notice a quiet confidence settling in, even though nothing dramatic has happened yet. That's not false hope. That's alignment. It's the moment when your inner world finally catches up with what has been forming behind the scenes. You're no longer asking, when will it happen, as desperately as before. Instead, you're asking, how should I prepare myself? That shift is everything. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end, because this is where understanding turns into readiness. You're beginning to sense that the silence wasn't meant to break you, but to teach you how to hold weight without collapsing. Something huge is waiting for you, and it requires calm focus, not anxious movement. This is why you were slowed down, to learn how to move with intention when the time finally comes. Here's what makes this season different from all the others you've lived through. You're not just waiting anymore, you're observing. You're noticing patterns. You're seeing how certain doors only open when you stop forcing them. You're realizing that timing is not about speed, but about precision. The silence sharpened your awareness so you wouldn't miss the moment when it matters most. That's why distractions were removed. That's why comfort was limited. You're being prepared to recognize opportunity without chasing it. Stay with this message, because this awareness is rare. Many people rush past this phase and repeat the same cycles over and over. You didn't. You stayed long enough for clarity to form. And clarity is what separates reaction from purpose. Soon, things will begin to move, but not all at once. It will start subtly, almost quietly, the same way preparation did. A decision will feel easier. A direction will feel clearer. Fear won't disappear, but it won't control you either. That's when you'll know the silence has done its work. Stay till the end of this journey, because when change finally becomes visible, you'll understand why it had to arrive this way. Not rushed. Not forced. But earned through patience, focus, and inner strength. You weren't delayed. You were being made ready. There is a moment coming when you'll realize you don't need to explain yourself anymore. Not your pace. Not your choices. Not your journey. That freedom didn't come from success, it came from understanding. The silence taught you how to trust your inner direction even when no one else could see it. Don't skip this realization. Stay till the end, because this is where pressure loses its power over you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it requires someone who is no longer easily shaken by opinions or urgency. You had to be separated from noise so you could learn how to hear yourself clearly. That clarity is the real gift of this season. What's forming now is discernment. You'll notice it in the way you pause before reacting, in how you choose depth over distraction. You are no longer pulled in every direction. Your energy is becoming focused. That focus was built slowly, intentionally, in moments when it felt like nothing was happening. If this message resonates, let it remind you that growth doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it shows up as calm where there used to be chaos. As patience where there used to be frustration. Supporting messages that keep you grounded helps reinforce this clarity as you move forward. This is not about collecting motivation. It's about maintaining alignment while everything around you tries to rush you. Soon, when movement becomes necessary, you won't hesitate. Not because you have all the answers, but because you trust your preparation. That's the difference between forced action and guided action. Stay till the end of this season, because when you step forward, it won't feel risky, it will feel right. The silence didn't leave you empty. It filled you with something stronger than certainty. It gave you readiness. And when what's waiting finally meets you, you'll understand why nothing could have happened any sooner. There will be a point when you look back and realize the silence changed how you see everything. Not just your path, but yourself. What once felt like waiting will now feel like training. You'll notice how calm you've become in situations that used to overwhelm you. That calm is not accidental. It's proof that something inside you has settled into place. Don't skip this moment. Stay till the end, because this understanding is what prepares you to recognize the shift when it finally arrives. Something huge is waiting for you, and it won't come with confusion. It will come with a deep sense of recognition, like meeting something you've already been prepared to handle. You'll also notice that you're no longer trying to convince anyone of your value. You don't need to announce your growth, because it's already rooted. The silence taught you how to be steady without attention, how to move forward without needing approval. That's why this phase was necessary. You were being shaped to carry responsibility without ego and opportunity without fear. If you're still here, listening, that means this message is aligning with something you already feel but couldn't explain. Stay connected to this understanding. It keeps you grounded when momentum begins and choices start appearing faster than before. And when the moment finally unfolds, it won't feel dramatic. It will feel natural. You'll step into it without hesitation, without doubt, without rushing. That's how you'll know the preparation is complete. The silence will have done exactly what it was meant to do. Stay till the end of this journey, because what's ahead is not just a change in circumstances, it's a confirmation of who you've become. You weren't hidden to be forgotten. You were hidden to be ready. As this season continues to unfold, you'll sense a quiet certainty growing stronger than any external proof ever could. You won't need constant reassurance anymore, because your trust has moved inward. That shift is subtle, but it's powerful. Don't skip this part. Stay till the end, because this is where anticipation turns into composure. Something huge is waiting for you, and it requires someone who can remain calm even as the moment draws closer. You are no longer driven by impatience. You are guided by readiness. That's how you know the silence has nearly completed its work. You'll begin to recognize the signs, not loud, not obvious, but precise. Small alignments. Timely conversations. Clear decisions that once felt impossible. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. The silence trained you to notice them without overthinking or rushing. If this message keeps you here, it's because you're learning how to move with awareness instead of impulse. Supporting messages that help you stay grounded matters now more than ever. This is the stage where distraction tries one last time to pull you away, but your focus is stronger than it used to be. And when what's been waiting finally steps into view, it will feel familiar. Not because you've seen it before, but because you've been shaped for it. You'll step forward without fear, without hesitation, and without needing permission. Stay till the end of this journey, because the silence that once felt uncomfortable will soon feel necessary in hindsight. You'll understand that every quiet moment was part of a careful preparation, and nothing about this process was wasted. There is a calm before every true shift, and this is yours. Not the kind of calm that feels empty, but the kind that feels settled, grounded, and clear. You're no longer questioning every step or second-guessing your direction. That alone tells you how far you've come. Don't skip this final understanding. Stay till the end, because this is where everything quietly comes together. Something huge is waiting for you, and it doesn't need noise to arrive. It needs readiness. And you have been becoming ready in ways you couldn't measure day by day, but only feel now, in this steady sense of alignment. What you went through was not meant to be dramatic or visible. It was meant to be effective. The silence taught you discipline without pressure, patience without bitterness, and confidence without arrogance. You learned how to stand alone without feeling abandoned. That is rare. That is strength. When the moment finally unfolds, you won't rush toward it. You'll recognize it. That recognition is the result of everything you endured quietly. This is why you didn't get early access. This is why shortcuts were removed. You were being prepared to handle change without losing yourself in it. Now, as you move forward, carry this one truth with you: what is meant for you will meet you at the level you're prepared to sustain. And you are there now. Stay till the end of this journey, because what comes next will feel steady, intentional, and right. The silence did not delay your life. It refined it. And when everything finally shifts, you won't need to prove anything. You'll simply move, calm, ready, and certain. Now you are standing at the edge of understanding, even if it doesn't feel dramatic yet. This is the phase where everything inside you has settled enough to hold what's coming. You're not rushing anymore. You're not forcing outcomes. You're simply aware. That awareness is the final layer of preparation. My beloved child, don't skip this moment. Stay till the end, because this calm you feel is not accidental. It's the signal that the noise has lost its grip on you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it can only meet someone who knows how to stay steady when life begins to move again. What changed wasn't the world around you. It was your capacity. You learned how to wait without resentment, how to listen without fear, how to trust without needing constant reassurance. That's why you're here now, fully present, fully grounded. The silence removed the urge to compare, to rush, to prove. It taught you to recognize what aligns and what doesn't. This is the kind of preparation most people never complete because it requires patience without reward. You stayed. You learned. And because of that, what's approaching won't overwhelm you, it will fit you. As this journey continues, remember this: the silence was never meant to confuse you. It was meant to refine you. When the next chapter opens, it will feel natural, not sudden. You'll move with clarity, not urgency. With confidence, not pressure. Stay till the end of this path, because what unfolds next won't just change your circumstances, it will confirm everything you quietly became. The preparation is complete. And now, you are ready to step forward.